Hello, and thank you for joining me for another video. In this video, I am going to talk about some planners that I am considering for my 2020 planner. All of these planners I'm talking about today are on a website called mochithings.com, which I love and think is beautiful, and I've been using their products for the past 2 years. I think they're very high quality, my favorite planners I've ever used. This is actually not a sponsored video. This is just something that I enjoy a lot and wanted to talk about. But hey, Mochi Things, if you are listening, you could totally send me free stuff and I would promote it here. Just saying. Anyway, so I'm going to get into some of my picks, and I'm using all of the images you're going to see, except for the two videos that I inserted that are clearly mine, are screenshots and images from the Mochi Things website, just by the way. But here we go. Here's 5 of my top planners that I'm seeing right now on the Mochi Things website and deciding among for 2020. So my first pick, if you want, I guess, minimal decoration needed, but still want it to look nice, is the Flowery Weekly Journal. This was basically what I had in 2018. There are, of course, new designs. It looks like the florals have gotten bigger, and there are some that are more minimal that don't have as much decoration on the cover. Just like before, there's kind of a strip of pre-printed floral pattern. There's one for each month at the beginning of every week in that monthly box where you get the month number, a little calendar, and then kind of a pre-printed checklist. I also like how the corners of each page are rounded. That's actually something that I've noticed in most of these planners and that I just think looks really elegant, these rounded corners. And yeah, so we're pre-decorated. Every month has a different floral. And so you can still have a little bit of cheer, but also plenty of room to write. And only those lines in that first box of every week to get in your way of using the space however you want. And this is a Sunday start. So yeah, the Flowery journal looks like it still comes with the plastic cover that's listed right here. And this is a very nice, like, compact planner. It doesn't come with an elastic like most of the ones I'm going to talk about, but it also doesn't really need the elastic. Because also I think that the printing on each page limits your ability to decorate it unless you're going to cover over it every time. So I don't know. This is like a very simple planner for, like, I'm trying out a new system. I want to be more functional than decorative, but it still needs to look nice. So my next recommendation is actually the planner that I almost bought last year if it hadn't been out of stock, and that's the My Colorful Weekly Scheduler. It comes in these cute colors with different stickers. I remember the food stickers from last year, and also the name colorful. So I know that's I almost bought this one. This has a completely clean weekly plan. We don't even have a little monthly calendar in that first box, which is something that we had in the Flowery journal. And there are a few checklist bubbles over there in the left of that first block of the week. And this planner is a Monday start. Now, kind of going between Sunday start, Monday start, I initially was of the mind that, oh, the week has to start on Sunday, and then I realized, oh, some of my planners, they haven't been. So basically, I never remember which of these I prefer. When I look at a calendar, like on the wall, I want it to start on Sunday, but in the planners that I've been using lately, starting on Monday does not bother me. If that's significant to you, then you'll really want to pay attention to that as you go through this website. But I like how clean and simple this layout is, and these nice, again, these rounded pages. Then I might recommend the SAB6 scheduler. I'll point out when I say, that I've picked all planners of a certain size. I think that the A6 size is too small for me, so these are all B6 or approximately B6. And this is a kind of cloth cover with an elastic band. I would just say also, if you're like a big planner stationery nerd, just going on this website and looking through the product photos of every one of their planners is it's so delightful. Oh my gosh, just look at how beautiful this is. They're all lined up in a row, and they put so much care into photographing every single color and kind of creating a scene for every single color. I mean, I could just sit here and this is why I know so much about this website. I have sat there and looked through all of these detailed pictures and thought like, whoa, like inspiration goals right there. Part of why I love this planner is just that it says essay on the front. As a writer, I think that's kind of adorable. One thing about this planner that would potentially and will probably keep me from actually picking it for my planner for the year is that it has this kind of weekly layout. So instead of having that clean, open boxes and columns kind of thing happening that the other two I've shown you have, this layout looks more like the classic Muji planner that everyone has and that I've never been able to get one because I've always missed it or been indecisive and then they're gone. So we have the week is all on the left side of the page, left side of the spread, and the right side is, lines. And actually, the Muji planner, I think, is a grid on the right side instead of lined. But regardless, it's that kind of layout where you have these long boxes on the left side and more space for random stuff on the right side. They do, again, with the beautiful product photos, they do a great job of showing a way that one might use this. And also, if you just go on the internet and look at people's Muji planners, you'll see like these beautiful, kind of evocative aesthetic spreads that make you think, yeah, I could do that. But also realistically, when I look at this example, this person has like 2 or 3 things a day, and I really help myself stay on task by listing all my major things in the day, but then also smaller to-do list items so that I can feel accomplished. It's kind of that thing where, oh, I've already done my grading, but I'm going to write down grade and put a check mark next to it so I can remind myself, oh yes, this is the way I was productive today. And just with these long boxes, I don't think that that's very useful to me. But if you're interested in trying out that format and a kind of sturdier book, then I might recommend this planner, which again, I still love how it says essay on the front. Next, in the vein of I thought this was cute because it has a word on the front that seems kind of cheeky, I recommend the Object Weekly Planner because, of course, you have physical book, it is an object. I don't know. I just like that. I'm so weird. So I like the weekly plan of this one as well. It's again that very open style that I have gotten used to. There looks like there's a printed kind of checklist down the left side of that column. We do have a little monthly overview printed in the top of that first column as well. Monday start once again. Again, these are just like very aesthetically displayed on the website. Seems very straightforward and plain. This one is actually quite expensive, and I'm not sure what that is, what the reasoning there is. Perhaps it is just the materials it's made out of. So I'm not sure if this is a more leathery kind of material. I mean, I don't think it would be, but this one is, yeah, this one is significantly more expensive than the other two. But I will note again that I always wait to buy my planner for like the Black Friday, Thanksgiving time sale because then I am so cheap. And that is a time where I feel like, okay, at least it's on sale and I'm not just totally splurging. I'm like trying to be more conscious. But of course, then things might happen where the planner you were planning to get is sold out, as I was talking about earlier. My last pick is the Prism Weekly Planner. And this, again, I like the aesthetic color layout we get on the page. This has the daily check, which is also called a yearly plan. And this is something that I really enjoyed having when I was in the Flowery journal. I had a section at the beginning where I was marking what my workout was every day, and I was able to look at the spread and see, wow, okay, this is how much I've done this year. In my current planner, I have had to kind of create that for myself on one of the gridded pages. I created like a um, just like a tracker based on some things that other people have done. It's kind of color coded, but I do like that in this planner that work has already been done for me. The weekly plan section is again very much like the Muji planner. You can see from their beautiful product photos kind of how they use it. They do divide the it looks like the long boxes into smaller boxes with some very faint lines, which may help with my problem of, oh, there isn't enough room there for me to write. But again, I think that this layout for me is very aesthetic, but not necessarily going to be functional. Now, Moji Things will continue to post new planners as we near Thanksgiving. Anyway, so I hope this has been helpful, or at least entertaining. Thank you so much for watching. Please click like if you enjoyed this video, and have a fabulous day. It's minimal, but in a strange way. I mean, of course, you're going to carry around a book that says journal, like a journal. We expect it to be called journal. I mean, if it was a book that said book on it, that would be kind of cheeky. That might be fun. Diary, we all know what a diary, of course, is in a book form. But essay, a book called essay, there's something kind of strange and weird about that I just really enjoy. This one also has a world map. Some of these planners come with 2 pages of world map. That's kind of cute.